Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another installment of TTP. It is episode 101. Oh, that's weird. 101. And yeah, we are. It's honestly still like feeling weird. It's like one past the triple digit mark, and like it's just nuts. But what's going on, Jay?
I'm still trying to get used to this angle too, but it looks so much better on the camera.
Oh, okay. I wonder what the hell was going on.
Yeah, it looks so much better on the camera this way, but it does make it difficult to like chat. But it is what it is. But yeah, other than that, truthfully, it is weird. Weird that we hit 100. It is also very strange that Thanksgiving has come and gone. That's one of those like staple holidays that you hope for and look forward to. But here's my biggest gripe with Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is so fun. Like you want to do your family stuff, people are, drink and laugh and having a great time. But if you want to kill off your Thanksgiving Day mood, as soon as everybody's done eating, it's like done. Everybody's so fucking tired and everybody's just all just like wanting to sleep for 5 hours.
Dude, I took like a hour and a half, 2 hour nap up at Devin's grandparents' house. Like literally right after we ate. Well, I worked the night before. I only got like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And I love the holidays. I really do. I just like my one gripe with them is like how much running around we have to do. And no shade, but her parents are divorced, so it's just like another stop we gotta make. And I love going everywhere, but at the same time, it's just like so much running around. We went to her grandparents and then her dad's right after, and then to my parents after that, and it's just like the whole day's gone. My stomach hurts from all the food, and just like I can't stay awake any longer.
Well, it's like everybody's having a great time, bullshitting, laughing, and then. I mean, we were, as a whole family, talking about this. It's like as soon as you eat, you might as well count yourself out for 2 to 3 hours because you feel disgusting. And the last thing I want to keep doing personally is keep drinking or going crazy. I just want to, me and my mom and dad ended up just going and sitting outside because the dogs were going nuts inside and just like laid on the grass and around a fire pit for like 2 or 3 hours before we even started. Yeah, true. That is nice. But before we even started like firing it back up again. But all in all, it was great. I have a great time with Thanksgiving, and we started this past Sunday at my grandma's up the road, and then we all went down and were on the farm for like Wednesday night until Saturday morning, drove back, had a Thanksgiving at my other grandma's in Elm Grove, and then our Friendsgiving that evening. So when I picked up my phone and saw that I had 3 missed texts from you, my first thought was, all right, dude, it's like 6 or 7 in the morning, and maybe something came up, or maybe we're just game planning or whatever. And then I open it and I'm like, oh fuck. And then I look at the time and it's 9:15 already. I'm like, Jesus, how did I sleep this long? But it felt good.
Dude, literally by the time I got up to my parents' house, Luke was already asleep on that. He didn't even eat, actually. He just was asleep on the couch from all his running around, played like the turkey bowl and whatnot, and he slept like literally all the way through until like at the end of the night. My mom wanted to take pictures and I had to wake him up, but shoot, I lost my train of thought. But
sorry.
Oh, yeah, this morning.
That's the theme of this podcast.
I wish I had $1 for every time I said that. But
plot twist. That's why the $25 is here, dude. There you go.
I've been waiting. But yeah, this like I don't know. I just feel like with a holiday week, it's been a long week between like Thanksgiving Eve working and then the next day just all running around, and like this morning it was just like one of those mornings where like the couch feels too good, the coffee tastes too good.
It's raining.
Whatever show you have on TV is way too entertaining.
Agreed,
like you just don't want to move, But
just like I told you, it's probably like the reason I probably ended up sleeping so long is because it was raining and gross outside. Truthfully,
dude, I hate the rain so much. Like it just sucks.
I don't. I don't know if I dislike the rain or if I dislike the mud that comes with the rain.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
You
It's
know?
just a shoe ruiner. I swear.
There you
like,
go. That might be why I hate
Honestly,
it.
yeah. Like, if I didn't have to worry about like putting on an old pair of shoes, I probably wouldn't mind it so much. Especially 'cause, like all my old shoes right now just look like shit.
Yeah.
And I just bought 3 new pairs of shoes, and I'm like, I'm not fucking wearing them.
I'm just I guess I'm just blessed on one end because I've never really been a shoe guy. So like
I feel it.
I constantly wear like the same boots, and I think I have the same like pair of Hey Dudes that I rotate through that I've had for like 2 or 3 years. And
Yeah.
I'll probably wear them until I put them on and I'm like, all right, these are not
Yeah.
acceptable to go out in public anymore.
Yeah, I used to be big into shoes, but like anymore I'm not really. I just desperately needed some new shoes. I've been wearing the same ones for like literally the past 3 years maybe. So I got one new pair of dudes, one new pair. They're Nike boots, quote unquote.
Oh,
boots,
yeah.
But like really just like winterized shoes. And then a new pair of running shoes I desperately needed because I've been running in the same shoes for 3 years. And like, it's just not good for you.
Dude, so did you recently just get back into like outside running, or have you been doing that for a while and I just haven't been home? Like I no. Let me take that back. I know you've done it because I've been home and like the summers and stuff of you doing it, but I just think recently I've actually seen you outside a lot
Yeah.
more than before.
Last summer, I ran a good bit. And then like I had been wanting to get back into it this past summer. I didn't really run that much, and then like all of a sudden now the cold weather's hitting. I'm like got the fever to like get out and run.
Yeah,
So like it sucks. Like the other day when it was so cold, I had like had to wear sweatpants and a hoodie running, and like the first part of it I was freezing. Like I had my hood up and like the strings tied tight, and literally like not even a mile in, my head was on fire. I had to I was frantically untying that shit. And then I wanted to take my sweatpants off, but at the same time I was like, I don't want to stop because as soon as I stop, like it's so hard to get going again.
And you would have had to carry them too. And that would have sucked.
Which honestly, like I don't know. I don't really enjoy having to carry the clothing after taking it off, but like it's not that bad. I just like drape it over your shoulder, like each take one leg on each shoulder, drape it over, and you're good. But
kind of like a sweater.
Yeah, like one of those like preppy. You got the sweater sleeves
that they would
tied
wear
around your neck.
that they'd wear in like Harry Potter.
Yeah. Dude, you know what movie I always think of when I think of like that look? Like you have like a knitted sweater with the sleeves over your shoulder and like tied below your chin. Is I can't remember the name, but it's an old Disney movie where it was like a real rich, spoiled kid gets in trouble like one too many times, and his family sends him to live with like a distant relative out on their farm. You know what I'm talking about? And he ends up like, at first he hates it, but then ends up like thriving out there, taking care of like the animals and stuff. I can't remember what the hell the movie's called. Damn. But anyways, there's a scene in that movie where I don't know why, it's always like such random things I remember, but he has like, it's like a white knitted sweater around his neck like that.
Really?
I don't know why. I always think of that.
It's funny.
I gotta remember this fucking movie.
You describing that movie is literally a Netflix Christmas movie that I enjoy. We just recently watched again, called California Christmas, where this rich dude goes to like, he works for his dad's company and he's getting ready to go out and offer them like a severance package to buy the land to put a packing plant on there. And he ends up falling in love with like the ranch girl and doesn't end up doing it.
It might be a remake. That might be a remake. I think it's Horse Sense, I believe. It's from 1999. Because like that's the same actor. Shoot. Let me see. Let me see another picture.
21. Can you do something?
I'm almost positive because like this is like the same type of. After treating his rancher cousin shoddily in L.A., Michael Woods is sentenced by his parents to spend a month on the ranch with his cousin and aunt. That's what it was. His ranch cousin, like young kid, came to visit them in L.A. and he got in trouble with the kid. They're like, "Yeah, all right, you're going out there to get some discipline."
Damn.
But that's it. I don't know.
Dude, that's what
Sounds like the same movie.
I know.
I don't know.
And that's what they did to Jimmy in Yellowstone. They sent Jimmy. They sent Jimmy to the 4 fucking sixes, and they said, "Hey, boy, we're gonna make you a cowboy."
Dude,
now he's a cowboy.
I desperately need to watch that. I just like.
It's just crazy to me that you haven't watched it because I know you would fucking love it.
I know.
You would be obsessed. You would be like so obsessed with it. Like that is your show. Like that's the kind of shit that you watch.
I just forget it's there. I don't know why. I just need to make a Peacock account, and that's the only reason I haven't watched it.
Oh, dude, I told you I would give it to you. You just gotta text me. I can't forget.
I forget. That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of Peacock, dude, they put out a new Pitch Perfect movie.
Oh, okay.
With
I love Pitch Perfect.
with
I don't know why.
fuck, what's his name? Bumper. It's Adam Devine. It's called Pitch Perfect Bumper, and he's the main character. I gotta watch it, but I'm pumped.
Is he like older?
I don't know.
Working for his company.
I honestly don't know.
Because I remember in like the most recent one, he had graduated and he was working for I don't know, someone. Acting like the job was a lot better than it was.
Those movies are unbelievable.
Honestly, it's just like the actual like nitty gritty of the movie, like the storyline stuff. Like I'm like whatever about it's cool, whatever. It's the endings that get me the big song scenes. I don't know why. I just like love them. I used to like pull them up on YouTube while I was driving.
Dude, and I like love in the third one where they do like the international world thing and like when they
DOS sound.
Yeah, dude, when they keep fucking talking to the Germans and stuff and they're like, "In you side," and like how they talk is so funny.
Beer Fest.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
and then what the Green Bay Packers line is in one of them, like the second one I think it is when they all get invited to that house. And they're all like battling in the house. That's the Green Bay Packers.
I can't remember. I don't know. I remember in the third one they're at DJ Khaled's like condo or something. But
yeah, those movies are great. Anybody that hasn't seen them, I give my stamp of approval. Those are fire, dude.
I know.
And any of you dudes that are like, I don't watch Pitch Perfect. I watch hunting shows on TV. You're the problem. You're the problem,
dude,
not me.
Honestly, like. I always say, like, if you're comfortable with yourself and your sexuality, you can watch and do it and say whatever you want. So
it's not a big deal to watch a nice fucking rom-com movie, you assholes that want to just be like, I'm tough.
I mean, they're not my favorite, but like, there's some I really like. All right, so
I'll say it.
Whatever.
Rom-coms might be my favorite.
All right, I feel you
because they make me feel something inside.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I feel you. Just like some of them, I'm just like, this is a little too cheesy.
They make my heart melt. I'm like, ooh, that's so adorable.
A lot of them, though, like, it's like really like just the same story.
It gets me every time.
I feel you.
And I know it's coming.
Yeah. Well, like there's like two movies that are like identical. Like what's
No Strings Attached and Friends with Benefits.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what I was gonna say.
That is always a thing that I would like to know because those came out in the same year.
Like to do.
No. Well, I mean that'd be cool too. But because they came out in the same year, I'm wondering if like two buddies or two chicks were like drinking, smoking, having a good time, writing a movie together, and then they got into a fight, and then they split up. And they're like, well, I'm going to make this movie. And then they're like, well, no, I'm going to make it. And then they ended up both making the movie. Because it is quite literally the exact
same movie, just like different actors. I can't remember who's in it. I know the one's Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake.
I think Friends with Benefits.
No, that's Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
And then Justin Timberlake's in the other one.
Yeah, Friends with Benefits, I think, is Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, the other one's Justin Timberlake. Yeah,
Mila Kunis.
okay, yeah.
Which it's funny, oddly enough, because Ashton Kutcher and Mila are married now. So imagine if they
I
would
always
have.
forget about that.
Imagine if they would have ended up being in that. That's actually hysterical.
She was in the 70s show, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I always forget she was in the 70s show. Dude, I don't know. It made me think about Rooster and the ranch, and like it really. I don't know.
R.I.P.
I don't know what he did or didn't do, but like
R.I.P.
that show like wasn't nearly as good without him in it.
And he's not dead. I mean, rest in peace from his role in the ranch.
He's dead in the show.
Yeah, just want to get that out there.
Which honestly, like that, when that happened, like that was like. That's got to be the darkest part in the show. Like,
100%.
That show like didn't have anywhere near like anything ever that like sad in it.
And
It's all comedy.
I consider that show a holiday show for me. So it's about time of the year where I rewatch it.
Harry Potter-esque.
Yeah.
I feel it though.
And they're Broncos fans, which is sick.
Yeah.
They're fucking sick.
Dude, I don't know.
Speaking of the
Fuck
Broncos.
football.
Yeah, no, I know. Fuck football. Speaking of the Broncos, I was with Brandon BI last night, and he walks up to me. He's like, "So how do you feel about the Broncos?" And I just looked at him and I said, "I don't even know what to say."
I know.
I don't even know. But
I
don't want to talk about football.
I've heard it, dude. I've heard it a bunch already. It's like, what happened this year? I'm just like, I don't know. We just suck. Like.
Yeah, aren't you a Steeler fan? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, like, yeah.
Not him.
Dude, honestly, I'm going to say it. That's the difference between a Steelers fan and, like, I'll just, like, whatever other team fan. Steelers fans, like, even when they suck, like, just as bad, if not worse, they go out of their way to try to make you feel bad with no grounds to do so.
It's
like
that Pittsburgh mentality,
like,
baby.
Whatever, dude.
Stay away to Devin. Stay away to Devin.
Dude, like, prime example, like a couple weeks ago after one of the losses, like, a guy that used to work for us, big, like, honestly, like, over-the-top Steelers fan. It was a preseason game this past preseason, and he's watching on his phone. And
you told me this off,
like,
Mike.
literally
this is
slamming the fucking table and shit for, like, third and fourth string players. Like, all right, whatever. Like, I don't know why you're getting so excited. But, like, posted something on Facebook, and I was like, aren't the Steelers also whatever the record was at the time? And just like, yeah, but that's not the point. I'm like, what is your fucking point then? Like, I don't get it. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I do. I enjoy the banter back and forth, but honestly, my issue now is like there's a point where I'm at that point right now to where I can just literally nothing bothers me, and it doesn't make it fun for me to do the banter because like I just don't give a fuck right now.
I know.
Like and I hate being that guy. I even said it on Hits and Picks. Make sure to subscribe to the Juicebox podcast on YouTube. I said it's like, guys, like we'll sit here, we'll talk about it, but I don't care.
It's washed already.
Yeah, I don't care. It's
like,
bad. It's college basketball season in my brain right now.
I hear you.
It is what it is.
I still like football is still like it is and always will be my favorite sport, favorite season and everything. It's just like this season has just been like such a roller coaster.
A lot of mix-up last night, though. Oregon gets beat by Oregon State.
I know.
Ohio State gets rolled at home. Absolutely
last year was the
rolled.
same thing.
Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
But they weren't at home. This year they were at home, and they
know.
got rolled.
Dude, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. So the big conference-wise, there's only 3 undefeated teams left. You got Michigan, Georgia, TCU.
Correct.
As long as like
I love this debate.
As long as it keeps going this way, they don't win, you're gonna have Tulane undefeated. They're undefeated still. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they are.
Dude, I swear, I thought I saw it last night. Here we go. I'm gonna look like a dumbass.
No,
again.
I hope they are. I'm a big Green Wave fan. I don't think they're undefeated though.
Let me see.
20.
Oh no, never mind. They lost.
But God, just do the point.
Okay, whatever. But no, it's null and void now.
Okay,
never
well,
mind.
let's talk about the 4th seed then, because we got into a little tiffy battle.
Dude, I'm so embarrassed right now.
Don't be embarrassed.
But I don't know. It happens all the time. They got to expand the fucking playoffs.
Because here here it is. Like if you got a USC that will win the Pac-12 championship, they have to be in over Ohio State.
Yeah.
But they're I don't know.
Well, they have one loss.
Yeah, they have one loss too. So I actually think all my scenarios are blown up that I was making from yesterday.
Yeah.
Because
I
was making the argument that a 2-loss conference champion should get in over a 1-loss Ohio State. But I don't think that can happen anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel, but like, just for the record, that's what you get for not fact checking. My one buddy last night is the one that told me about the Tulane, and he's like all in, pays attention to everything. So it's like, oh, it must be okay. But
well, dude, hey,
I don't fact check.
Hey, he must not pay attention to everything,
dude. That's like one of the first times. But anyways. No, I feel it. Like I genuinely think it should be conference champions.
I'm with you.
I don't know. I understand unless it's like an extreme situation where like one year the conference is down, they have 3 losses and win the conference, and you have someone like Ohio State with 1 loss. Then maybe I can see
because
it.
you know it's going to be a debate. Let's assume that USC doesn't lose.
Well, it's like with basketball, like they win their conference, they're in.
Agreed.
So I don't know, but it is a completely different sport.
It is. I don't know.
A lot more teams.
I'm just
in it.
I'm just sad it's coming to an end, but at the same time, I know me personally, I have to root for TCU because if they win, that gives WVU money because they're in the Big 12. Yeah. So that's why for me, it's like I have to root for the Big 12 to get in. And I have to root for them to do well because ultimately that just benefits WVU.
I hate to say it, but they really do look good, and they got a shot. I don't see why they can't compete with whoever. I mean,
agree.
Georgia's a
wagon.
I mean, they're just a different breed. It's
Georgia's
unreal.
a wagon, but I also have a gut feeling that the game with LSU this weekend is probably going to be much closer than I anticipate.
Yeah.
Just because LSU goes on the road, they lose to Texas A&M, where if they would have beat Texas A&M and beat Georgia, there would have been a legitimate argument to put them in the playoffs. So they
have
fucked
2
themselves.
losses, right?
They have 3 now.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. Okay.
So they fucked themselves heavily, which then you go into the Georgia game being like, let's try to fucking shake things up.
Just ruin it. That's all I can hope for. Well, I mean, if they do win, you got 2 undefeated teams. They're in.
Yeah.
With TCU and Michigan.
Assuming they both win the conference championships.
Yeah. Right.
I just wanted to put that out there because you have people that will be like, oh, they have one more game left.
So then, it honestly, if Georgia loses, I bet it still is. Wait, is the LSU Georgia? That's a conference championship.
SEC championship, yeah. I think
Georgia. I don't know, dude. I was gonna say it's Michigan, TCU, Ohio State, Georgia. If LSU wins, still they'd be in.
I think Georgia's in regardless, in my opinion. Win or lose, I think they're in.
Yeah.
This is how I think it'll end up. And again, assuming, which you can never assume, but just in the scenario they haven't played the game yet. So I think it's going to be 1 Georgia, 2 Michigan, 3 TCU, and 4 USC.
Oh, dude, I keep forgetting about USC, dude.
And the reason I'm so high on...
Yeah, I agree.
The reason I'm so high on USC, 1, is because in the first episode of the season, Hits and Picks, I picked them as my national champion. Okay. So, like, I have to root for them, even though I'm rooting for TCU, if we're just keeping it real.
I don't know why. I just keep forgetting about them out west. They only have 1 loss.
Well,
I mean, like...
And that's why my grandpa yesterday...
Why wouldn't they be in already?
I know.
As long as they win the...
I know. That's why it's annoying. That's why I get annoyed.
Why is LSU even in the conversation?
Well, because they had 2 losses. They're out of the conversation now.
Yeah.
Yesterday they were in but
still, why are they in the conversation? Even with 2 losses.
I know. When it's annoying. Because it's SEC football.
I don't give a fuck.
And that's
sorry,
why,
but,
like yesterday, we were watching the game, and my grandpa's like, "Why are we watching Oregon State?" I'm like, "Because they changed the whole times just to be on prime time right now for Saturday to get some exposure." Like, that's the problem with West Coast sports when you're an East Coaster is I ignore all that shit.
Yeah.
Because by the time those games start at 10:30, my ass is snoring
No,
already.
I feel you. And honestly, dude, I've always, like, NFL wise, like, literally, it is very few and far between I get a Raider game at 1. Just
It's
like,
rare.
I mean, unless they're over here playing like in Pittsburgh or something, which it's always at 4. I don't know.
It's like a
it
diamond
really
in the
doesn't
rough.
matter. It's still in the middle of the day. It's not that big of a deal. It's just like sometimes I'm gonna watch them before I go to work.
For sure.
But dude, I was really hoping Kansas could pull off that upset last night, but
They ended up getting smoked, right, by 20?
dude, yeah, they were keeping it close. They really were, and then all of a sudden, Kansas State just started running away with it. If Kansas State would have lost, I think Texas was in the Big 12 championship.
I think so.
Damn, that sucks.
But see, this is where I get worried, though. Kansas State looks pretty good. They play TCU this week.
I know.
I think they could beat TCU.
They could, but I don't think they're going to.
I'm hoping you're correct because I am rooting for TCU.
I don't know why. Like TCU, just like they look legit for real. I mean, who did they play last night? Iowa State. I mean, Iowa State isn't whatever.
They still hung 66, so that's tough to do against anybody, really.
Yeah. I mean, they went off. Oh, dude, they look good.
I know.
But what was I gonna say? What really stinks about all the Big 12 teams this year is I really feel like those top 4, like TCU, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, and Texas. I'm not just saying it because I like Texas. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I feel like all 4 of those teams. I mean, TCU is, I think, a little better than them all this year. But those 4 teams, I feel like, are all very, very close. I mean, they're all 4 very good football teams, but they have just beat the hell out of each other this year.
That's why Big 12 football is fun, but it's frustrating because I agree with what you're saying, and my argument would be...
I feel like it could have been any one of them.
My argument would be the 6 underneath them could beat any of those teams.
They could.
But that's why that conference is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because you really can beat anybody in that conference. Like when a Vanderbilt beats I don't think it happened, but if a Vanderbilt beats like a Alabama or like a LSU, that's a monumental moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if Iowa State would have beat TCU, or if we
lost to Texas Tech this year.
Yeah, if a Texas Tech would
beat, like it shouldn't have happened, but it's like, huh?
And everybody's just like, that's the Big 12. That's just the nature of the Big 12. So it's fun to be in, frustrating to be in. We're adding BYU next year. Then the year after that, we get Houston, UCF, and Cincy, and shit's gonna get awesome, dude. And you're gonna be an SEC guy now.
It makes me anxious, but it's just crazy. Like Oklahoma State's got 4 losses. 4 losses. We got 4 losses.
They got 5 now, baby. They took that L yesterday.
Dude, that's just crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Nico and Garrett Green got it done, boy.
Yeah, they got 5. We got 4. Kansas State got 3. And it's just, I feel like all of them, every single one of them could be won or no loss teams. It's just like they just beat the crap out of each other this year, like record wise. It's like this one beat this one, but they beat them. And it's just, I don't know. It's all over the place. It's nuts.
I mean, it's weird. Like WVU, they beat Oklahoma State. They beat Baylor. They get destroyed by Texas Tech, destroyed by Texas, almost beat TCU, lose to Iowa State, beat Oklahoma. It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense.
I know.
And that's what's fun, though. Like, that's why it's like, what the fuck?
I just think there's a lot of high-powered offenses in the Big 12. I'm just praying. I mean, I'm not to sound like I want to hold him back or anything. Like, if he wants to go do your thing. Awesome, great for you. But I really hope Bijan Robinson decides to stay at Texas one more year. He's only a sophomore, but they're allowed to go now after sophomore year.
They are?
That's what I've heard. I mean, we could look it up.
No,
dude. I'm almost positive they're allowed to go now after sophomore year.
Okay, I believe you.
But then again, I'm wrong a lot. So
no, the reason
I think it's a brand new rule.
Okay, I got you. I just wonder what they're going to do with their quarterback situation because are you really going to have Arch Manning sitting on the bench, even though Quinn's a dog, but
what is Quinn, junior?
I think he's a sophomore.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, no, I don't think he's good enough to go to the NFL yet.
You giggling just to make sure?
Yeah.
Because everything's different. Basketball, football, I always get him confused. So
I want to get this one.
You
right.
very well may be correct. 21. Can you do something for me? It's stuck in my head.
Let's see. They can turn pro at any point. They can be drafted after their freshman year. They can be drafted. There's no way that's right. No, that's not right.
Yeah, but see, the internet's even wrong, man. Fucking internet. Stupid ass internet. What's your favorite Thanksgiving side?
Dude, I'm almost positive it's. But anyways, real quick, I think he's arguably the best running back in the country. Arguably.
It's him and Blake Corum from Michigan. I think Blake Corum's better.
Okay, whatever.
But
I'm just kidding.
But
dude, he's just so fun to watch run.
Yeah, I mean, he 100% is.
That dude, I forget his name, but the dude from UCLA. What's
West Coast? I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I know he's pretty good.
I just know Chip Kelly's the coach. That's it. What's your favorite Thanksgiving
side? Probably. I didn't have any this year, but I'd probably say mac and cheese.
See, like that's
or noodles.
That's something that my family has never had at Thanksgiving. Mac and cheese.
Me either. But I've had it other places.
Yeah, yeah. Like we were talking about that as a family. I mean, mine by far is dressing, dude. By far.
Stuffing.
No, it's dressing.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't give me fucking fired.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've never really been big into it. I'll eat it sometimes.
I could eat.
Have you ever had
a whole pan
with oysters in it? Stuffing or
no, thank you, dude. I'm out.
See,
on
like
that.
Devin and her family love it. I'm like, oh no.
With oysters?
Yeah, there's oysters in the stuffing.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either, but I learned it about 6 years ago.
Have you guys really been together that long?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just about.
Are you guys legally just married already without actually being married by the rule?
Technically, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Monogamy rocks.
Being faithful rules.
Dude, I was just watching Friday Night Lights. I started rewatching Friday Night Lights, the show, not the movie. And
great show, classic show.
Dude, I'm all in. I love Coach Eric Taylor is just like the man. I wish we had him at the Raiders.
Dude, it's an all-time great show. I'm not even kidding. I love that
when you said faithful, it reminded me of it because I was just like on the episode where like Lila cheats on Jason Street and she's like crying to her dad. She's like, "Daddy, I was unfaithful," and he's just doesn't know what the hell to say.
Did you ever watch One Tree Hill?
Yes.
I love One Tree Hill.
Yes. It's been a long, long time, but I loved One Tree Hill. You know they have like a festival every year in that town where like
Wilmington.
Yeah.
That's why I want to go to Wilmington. They have like a One Tree Hill shop that you can go like buy gear.
I want yeah, it would be pretty sick to have one of their like basketball jerseys or something. Well, have you ever been to the Forest Festival down in Elkins?
No, but I know where you're talking
I want to
about.
go next year.
Let's go.
I haven't. I think I'm going to for real.
Let's go. I love it down
been
there.
Since I was a little kid, but like the girl that cuts my hair a lot at Great Clips. She's from Elkins, so like we talk about all the time. She said like it's like still the same exact thing. Like it hasn't gotten any smaller.
We can stay at the farmhouse, dude.
How close is it?
20 minutes.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
30
That's
minutes
crazy.
tops. Yeah.
I want to go see the old house and stuff. I think it'd be really neat.
Yeah, it's like that's why I love the Philippi house, because basically it's like you got the Philippi farmhouse right here, Clarksburg's about a half hour, Buchanan's about 20 minutes, Elkins is about 20-30 minutes, and then like Canaan Valley's like 30 to 40 minutes. It's like in the perfect location.
How far is Snowshoe?
Snowshoe is I think an hour from Elkins, so like an hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
I love Snowshoe.
I do too. I haven't been in a very long time. I was a little kid.
What up? Maybe then what else? You'll have to in like January or February. Let me know when you have a couple days off throughout the week, and I'll get a place up there for work.
Ski.
I'll get a place up there for work, and then we can just go up there.
Yeah, that would be dope. I remember like I went up there when I was a real little kid, and we were skiing, and like I was scared to death because like I had like gone on like the hard slopes at like Seven Springs and whatever, like the Black Diamonds or whatever, and they had like a couple of these double black diamonds up at Snowshoe, and we went down them, and like I was seriously scared for my life.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they were like just like damn near straight down and had those moguls on them. Like if you clipped it just the tiniest bit wrong way, you're rolling all the way down that fucking.
Yeah, see, I don't ski or snowboard, but your boy tubes.
Dude, tubing's super fun.
I love fucking tubing, man. It's the best. Just let me know whenever we gotta, whatever.
I'm good.
You good?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, make sure to follow me. Twitter.
Oh, I was saying like I don't got anywhere to go.
Oh fuck! All right, my bad. Well, because I know you said 11 earlier, so I don't want to. Run it.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll give it a couple more minutes. At least get a 4 in front of there. But yeah, so I
sorry, dude.
I love tubing.
I'm just all over the place today. Oh,
and your alarm's going off. What the fuck?
Born Primitive is having a sale. I wanted to remember to buy something.
What are you gonna get?
Some joggers. I've been needing some joggers. To actually jog it.
Yeah,
but it's getting cold out. But dude, yeah, like all of a sudden, I just noticed all of a sudden this year, all my sweatpants. I'm like one of those people. I don't buy sweatpants very much because I feel like they last a good while.
Yeah.
And every single one of my pairs is like at least 3 years old, I'd say, if not longer. I think I might have one pair that's 2.
See, I found this brand of joggers on Amazon, and I bought one pair to try them, and then I just bought every color because
there you go. There you go.
And I'm getting in that stage now to where like I don't care to fluctuate my brands that I wear. Like Carhartt basically is the only shirts that fit me well, so I'm just going all in on all the colors of Carhartt.
I hear it, dude.
You know?
I love Carhartt a lot. I just like wish it wasn't so pricey. I know like with like what you're saying, like you can get it cheaper, but like I don't know. I really want one of their vests, and like it's like $90 for a fucking vest. And just like chill out. Who are you? Fucking Giovanni Versace. I don't get it. Like, but anyways, yeah, so I really need some new sweatpants. I like realized the other day, like every single pair I have has holes in them. I'm like, I don't know. There was just one pair of North Face sweatpants, like I love, but like all of a sudden they weren't there last year. I swear, all of a sudden this year, like there's like 2 holes in this pocket, one in the other pocket. There's one right in the middle of my ass.
Woo!
Like I just like
that must have been a wild night.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. Never mind. But yeah, it's just everything's so like expensive these days.
Dude,
you can't go get any new clothes without spending like $200 or $300.
I know. I do this every couple months, but I had one of those moments where like you look at the bills that you owe, and then you look at like the credit card stuff that you owe, and then you like compare your paychecks, and it's like every couple months where you get that gut feeling where you're like, fuck, I'm gonna like lose, like how do I afford to live? I had one of those. I had one of those last night.
Yeah.
And it happens every couple months, and it's just like a natural thing for me. But it's like it's like, fuck, like,
I feel you.
you know?
No, I do now. It's especially just like everything lately. It's just
It's tough.
it is, and like everything's gone up except for your paycheck.
I know,
you
man.
know what I mean? And like, what are you gonna do?
Dude,
You just, it's like it's a learning curve.
We were talking about this on the Juice Box, so literally everything's gone up. There's been one thing that has consistently, steadily been going down. What do you think it is? Out of everything, and I'll give you a hint. It is a entertainment appliance.
TVs.
TVs.
TVs
Are the only ones that keep getting cheaper.
I don't know why, but I don't know. I mean, I guess like when they first came out, like I don't know if they thought like it was like whatever they were putting in them was a rare thing. They must have found out it wasn't. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's just wild how the TV consistently over the years. Now, yeah, you have expensive TVs, obviously, but you can get a cheap big TV if you really want it.
Yeah.
And then you fucking look to buy a couch and they're like $7,000, and it's like, holy fuck.
Dude, furniture's super expensive for real.
It's so expensive.
We went to we got a new couch this year, and like I can't believe it, dude. They're all $2 to $3 grand.
I got that one at Big Lots, and it was like $700.
Yeah, that's actually like dirt cheap.
For furniture, I know. It's fucking crazy.
I think it was like $2 grand for our couch, and like that was the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Like after like taxes and like fees and everything.
For sure.
That it was around that.
Because I want to eventually get a new big couch upstairs, but it's just not high on my priority list. Like, I'd rather spend the money on other things versus that.
See, like, we needed one, though. Like,
Yeah.
It was, like, falling apart.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I do love it. It's just, like, it's crazy. And, like, you saw Levin Furniture burnt down over in Bridgeport, dude. Like,
kind of sus, if you ask me.
It does suck.
No, sus.
Oh, I gotcha.
I don't know how they open
they
back
have
up.
two buildings, though.
Yeah,
like,
but how do you open back up in 2 days when everything, quote unquote,
they open back. Like, but like the one building wasn't touched.
Yeah, it's kind of sus. How do you contain a fire to where that it doesn't touch that building when it's all connected?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I don't want to put my conspiracy.
I never really thought of it.
I don't
honestly. Like, I always thought it was weird. Like there's like 3 different. Like it's all one connected big building, but like that you had like Levin on the left, and there used to be like a restaurant in the middle, which it's just been empty, I think, and then Levin again on the right side. And it just all was contained on that left side. I get what you're saying, but like,
because there's another extremely sus situation that happened in Wheeling, but I don't want to talk about it on here because I don't want to get sued. But I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
Because it's very.
I will
sus.
say, like, there's got to be some insurance money in that.
Ooh, there it is.
It is.
Ding, ding.
It is an old building, though. Very old building. Who knows? I don't know. Electric could have gone bad.
Yeah,
I don't know. We went looking in Levin's when we were shopping for a new couch. Like, there's an elevator. We were in the far right part. There's an elevator in there. And it's like super old. It's like one of those ones where like you open the gate and then open the door by hand and you close them both, which was pretty neat. But like it just goes to show how old the building is.
I'm just happy nobody was harmed.
Yeah, it was like the middle of the night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I did. I don't know.
Follow me on Twitter. Twitter and Instagram at Juice Fisherman. Make sure to subscribe to the Juice Box Podcast on all podcast platforms and YouTube. As always, I love you all. Thank you all for giving us confidence to keep doing this week in and week out. Excuse me. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Holiday season is here. Enjoy time with your family. Enjoy time with your friends. Happiness is key. Don't forget that. You don't have to complain about everything that happens in the world. Thanks.
All right, everyone. Yes, again, thank you for being there all the time. I know we're all over the place, but it's kind of just the theme here, and we like it. So, yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Father Dupes, and Twitch at Gunny Dupes. Thank you for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. We will talk to you soon, and good night.